Cold homes. According to the Office for National Statistics, over the last 8 years, 83,700 deaths are directly attributable to cold homes. 10% of those happened in 2019 to 2020, the latest available figures, and that was up 20% on the previous year. The combination of cold and COVID isn't yet really known. Meanwhile, over that same 8-year period, 8 million people lived in fuel poverty, and once they had to choose between heating or eating, the energy companies paid out £145 billion in dividends to their shareholders. It was 8 million people then. Come next month, it is expected that 20 million people will be in fuel poverty, that those who were choosing between heating and eating before will now be choosing between living and dying, except that isn't a choice at all, is it? The energy companies squeal about the price of wholesale energy going up, and indeed it did, to the point 28 energy providers have gone bust here in the UK. But that's a weakness in our supply chain, a consequence of being too reliant on foreign energy supplies when they've required more for themselves. So have charged us more, and the fact the idiot Tories reduced our storage capacity, making us even more vulnerable than ever to running low and costs running high. Yet the fact remains the companies are raking in multi-billion-pound profits and can absorb a lot of the price rises. In France, energy prices are rising by just 4%. But here, there's been no pressure put on them by the government at all, allowing them to ramp up prices by 54%, and on us. All at the cost of living crisis bites us in so many other ways, all at the same time. A lack of pressure from the government doesn't excuse these companies' callous greed, though. The warm home discount can no longer be applied for, as claims are no longer being accepted. And it has remained fixed for the last 10 years as well, making it less and less of a help to the least well off. Rishi Sunak has stood up and said the state isn't prepared to intervene further, when what it's done doesn't go nearly far enough. And for all of their claims that there is nothing more they can do, it's a lie. We have our own currency, our own Bank of England, and we print money whenever we need it. It's literally how our economy works. And if we were to go to war tomorrow, there would be no question the money would be there. So why, when people will freeze to death, is no money being made available for this instead? Bring the energy companies back into public ownership. Let's end this lethal greed.